In the Garden of Eden, baby. Yeah, that's where we are, in the Garden of Eden. Anyway, I wanted to give you a garden update. I'm sorry I didn't post yesterday. We've had 2 beautiful days without wind. Just a slight breeze right now. And Andy's here, of course. And yesterday we spent most of the day sitting in the shade, drinking cold beverages, and just talking and deciding what we were going to do. So today we took a ride out to Calico Ghost Town, and we were going to do some metal detecting out there. And we got there and found out they had a gate on the place, and they wanted like $16 a person or something to go inside. So we said, screw that. So we left there, and then we went over towards Fort Irwin. And driving down the road, just out in the middle of the desert, we saw an old dry stream bed, or river bed actually, and off to the side was some nice bedrock with some calcite and excuse me, quartzite. And I saw a big stringer of quartzite, and I said, I'm going to go check that out. Well, I've got those samples in the van, and I'm going to do some rock crushing, because I was just on the rock itself with nothing else there, solid rock, because I had to get my rock pick out to break into it. But I was getting a hit off of 2 places on the rock, and I broke the stuff down, got it into a small finishing pan, and I saw a couple of little flakes of gold in there. But the couple of larger pieces of rock were ringing off on the metal detector too, so I want to check that out. When I run my metal detector, my gold cruiser, Nocta Macro Gold Cruiser metal detector over it, it does sound off over the pan, so there's something in there. And I'm going to probably get to that tomorrow or the next day, because we're still thinking about doing some gold panning and some more prospecting. But right now, let's get on with the garden here. So let's start at the corn. As you can see, I got corn, I got silk, and you can see a couple of little flakes on there. Well, what I do is I find one that's got some little brown flakes like this, and I gather those up in my fingers and then sprinkle them onto the silk and let them sit on the silk. And that's what will fertilize the corn in there to stop producing kernels. So got a head of lettuce there and a head of lettuce over there. They're looking really good. My cilantro here has gone to coriander seed. That's okay. And here's my tomato plants. Remember, it wasn't long ago I put these in. They were only 5 inches tall. Well, they're over 3 feet tall now, so they're growing quick. And as you can see, I got some flowers and buds on there, so I'll be getting tomatoes on these pretty soon. And these are the cherry tomatoes. Those are the boxcar willies over there, and they're growing up fast too, and they've got buds on them. So looking good. I mean, look at this cherry tomato here. It's got a baby tomato right there. So it's setting tomatoes already. Cool. I like it. Beets are ready for harvest. Some of them are. Some are still growing. And I'm going to be giving this a good watering here in a little bit. My pepper plants down here look like they really could use some water. They're wilting a little bit. But we've been having all those hot, dry winds. And then yesterday and today, the winds went away, but it was hot and dry, and I mean really dry. So I got to get some water on this stuff. I'll get this video taken care of, and then we'll go through that. I picked all the peas. There's a couple of new ones popped out on there. So this corn over here is growing up. This was all laying down on the ground yesterday from the wind blowing it all over, but it looks like it's strengthening itself up and trying to climb towards the sky again. So this corn is doing okay. My grapes here, my Concord grapes, Yeah, I got grapes in there. Definitely grapes in there. I'll get some grapes off there. And darn illegal marijuana growers' chemicals always make my sinuses run. And they've been really strong lately. Excuse me while I clean that sinuses out so I'm not talking like I'm holding my nose to go on the water. All right. Oh, I'm here. There's my apple. Looking good. Gonna have him pretty soon. So I'm gonna pull up a carrot here and see how they're doing. And because Andy's cooking ribs right now on the barbecue. And to go with that, I think I'll do some mashed potatoes with carrots and some gravy. Let's pull one up from back here and see what we got. Oh yeah, they still need a little work. So they got to grow a little more. Look at that one. That's like looks like a fat little hand with 5 fingers on it. Huh. Anyway, I can munch on that. That grapevine's coming back to life, doing great. These peppers over here, I've got some peppers set on them. So these pepper plants are doing great. The cantaloupe is starting to really come to life now that it's getting warmer. And yeah, I just threw a bunch of new eggshells around some of my plants here. Add a little more calcium to the plants. But look at the grapes on this grapevine. Yeah, I'm gonna be enjoying grapes here pretty soon. So yeah, there's some nice clusters here. And they're starting to swell up, so good thing. My tangerine plant, I think there's still a couple little tangerines down at the bottom, but I got to figure out what's going on with that guy. Of course, it did die a couple of years in a row through the winter, and then struggled back through the summer just to die again for the winter. So now I got that box I put over it in the winter, and it's making it look better for the year. All right, last but not least, my pears here. They're still growing. 2 there, 1 there, and 1 there. So they're still doing great. All right, everybody. I want to thank you for joining me. Questions and comments down below. Hope your gardens are all doing well. Let me know how they are. Let me know what's going on with your gardens. Remember my tips about tomato plants, because you can see that it does work. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me. This is G Bear. Reminding you, thumbs ups down there. Don't forget to like the videos, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Subscriptions are very important. Thank you all. This is G Bear signing off.